Hey everyone! Welcome back! I am back today with more Ahsoka, you guys! Oh my gosh, she's gonna hit me in the face with her tag. I probably should take the tag off. Oh well, I'll do that later. Guys, I am enjoying this show so much. Last time was so good. We definitely made some progress with, I think, where this is going and opened up a couple more questions. For me, at least, I think for a couple of us, as to like, where are they going with this exactly? So yeah, I will just kind of briefly get into my thoughts on the previous episode before we jump right on in, because this is episode 4, which means I believe we are about halfway through the series now, which I'm just like, I'm thrilled, but at the same time, I'm like, no, I don't want it to end. I don't want it to end. So I'll just kind of briefly let you know what I thought now that it's been a week since I saw the last one. Before I do all that, I do just want to say, if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. That means that you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still, thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. If you're joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. It helps me, it helps my channel, and I truly, truly appreciate it in advance. So thank you. So yeah, guys, couple things about last time. You guys brought up a couple really interesting things to me. That we actually have, like, we know of the hyperspace rings already, which, like, I probably knew, but I've forgotten. The whole thing with Ahsoka going out on the ship to, like, fight, we had seen something similar to that before. So, like, I love that a lot of these details are, like, nods, homages, or just kind of, like, just bringing back something that, like, we already knew that I had forgotten or whatnot. So, yeah. So, that last episode, you guys. So I feel like if the first two kind of established, okay, here's where we're at, here's what we're doing, here's where we're going with it. The last one, the third episode, kind of set us in the direction of, like, okay, here is going to be kind of like the plot that we're focusing on. And I personally, I'm so here for Sabine training. I love the training scene. I love how that's, I really enjoy that she, you know, for once we're not dealing with somebody who's like, sort of like a natural prodigy with the Force or something like that. Like, it's kind of refreshing to see somebody who's really not otherwise inclined, especially, like, would never, like Hu Yang was saying, would never be accepted as a Padawan or anything. But to see somebody, like, really try and tap into the Force, who is not, like, a little bit more naturally inclined to it. It'll be really cool to see her. I'm sure we will get to see her use the Force at some point. But I really hope that they keep it kind of grounded to, like, where she's at, and not like, oh my god, all of a sudden she's like a Skywalker. But I don't think they will. It sounded like even Ahsoka was like, and that's another thing, Ahsoka was like, well, I don't need her to be a Jedi, I need her to be her. And I'm like, so then why are we training her? That does raise an interesting question of, like, I mean, I'm sure there's a more specific reason. If for nothing else, you know, we're fighting people who are using the Force. You know, you guys, let me know. Definitely not Sith. We're definitely going Dark Jedi, which, again, I love that they are bringing that concept in from the books. Because I've been reading, I must be, gosh, I don't even know, more than halfway through the second book in Heir to the Empire. It's really good, by the way. But yeah, so where was I going with this? I think I was just saying that, like, maybe she's just trying to get her to be in tune with the Force, because that's what we're, you know, it's kind of hard to go up against Force wielders when you're not using the Force. But I'll be curious to see where that's going. Of course, we had the Purgles show up, which is a huge flippin' deal. We know a little bit more now about what they're actually planning to do with the hyperspace rings and how they work and everything. And we got to see some really, just that one scene with Hera said so much about how the New Republic is operating. And I think it's really going to help fill in the gaps between, you know, like this era and the sequels in terms of like how do we get from point A to point B, you know? So I really appreciate that. And I said this last time, I think that's what makes me like what Clone Wars did and what Rebels did for the prequels. And I mean, technically Rebels was after, so I guess you could say that was for the original trilogy, but particularly Clone Wars and what it did for the prequels made me appreciate the prequels so much more. And I can see them kind of doing that here with the sequels. So I'm down. I'm here for it. We had some really great moments. I'm really, really loving. I'm just loving getting to see this. We got to see Jason. Oh my God. I need the Jason Chopper Adventures right now. Like right flipping now. Disney Plus, please get on it. It could even be animated. Geared towards kids. Like when I was a kid, we had the Ewok. Remember the Ewok? Remember Wicket? Does anyone remember Wicket? Does anyone remember those movies? They were so good. I'm dating myself a little bit by saying that, but oh well. If you know, you know. All right, guys, I've said enough. Without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and we jump right in to this next episode of Ahsoka? Let's do this.
I fear we face a difficult choice. Which is?
What kind of choice?
If we can't make the journey to find Ezra, then no one should.
Okay.
It won't come to that.
In other words,
Already.
in other words, close it off.
Stranded out there.
Yeah.
Maybe this time for good. Better that. And allowing Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire.
But Ahsoka, okay. Sabine's right though. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, you know?
Can I count on you?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
Yes.
you
Yeah, absolutely. How much have we been through? Come on. But also, I mean, they need to be on the same page. So I get saying like, hey, are we good?
can. Don't worry about me. I'm not. Good. Should I be? What?
Is everything good?
Worried. Nope.
Can we talk? Can we like talk?
Sometimes we have to do what's right, regardless of our personal feelings.
I understand that, but
You really believe that?
it's so much easier said than
To
done.
this high, I have to.
God, that's such a hard decision. It's such a hard decision. I mean, ah! Oh, dang it. I should have known that was going to be a jump scare. That was perfect. Whoa! You know what, though? He's not to be trifled with, our Hu Yang. Oh! 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 Oh my God, can't they hear him? Oh! Hu Yang! Oh, Hu Yang! Oh my God, seeing them both in action is just fantastic. Oh my God. Oh! Yeah! You know, Sabine's quite a fighter though. So much for all that work we just did on the ship. Oh!
Well, that will set me back a bit.
That's that! That
Transmitter above everything else.
hindered the
I need you to contact
progress.
General Syndulla as soon as you can.
Yeah, for sure.
May
Oh,
I
we could
make
use some
one
backup.
request of you both?
What's that? Get
Stay
along?
together. You always did better that way, in my opinion.
Yes.
We better get moving.
Together.
Very good.
Oh, Yang's got some attitude though. I'm loving.
Thank me.
What did they have Obi-Wan like program sass into him back in the day or something?
I'm not just gonna sit around and do nothing with her.
She's had it out.
Can't leave without authorization.
Watch me.
General staff, what do I tell them?
You'll think of something.
You know what? We're getting so caught up in the red tape. She had to think and make decisions before they even were able to dream of having that red tape.
How come I have to do what I'm told and you don't?
When you're a general, you can disobey orders too. Until then, buckle up.
Yeah, until then, Mom's in charge. Mom's in charge. Oh, look at them together! Oh, my heart!
Wouldn't miss it, General. You know, you're risking an awful lot by doing this.
You know how it is. Once a rebel, always a rebel.
Heck yeah.
On
Heck
your
yeah.
signal, Phoenix leader.
We're all in on 3, 2, 1. Mark.
I love them. I love them. I love my Rebels crew. I love them so much. Oh! Hey, that was pretty good. Nice! Oh, we're going in on the lightsaber duel. Okay, all right. Oh! You know what? The spinny trick is cool, but like, we know that lightsaber tricks don't equal skill. That reminds me a lot of like the Inquisitor lightsaber stuff, but I don't know if that's an Inquisitor or someone else. Ooh, that's a lot of flashing lights. Oh! Oh! Okay! See what I mean though? 'Cause like, the tricks are cool, but it's not good. Whoa! Oh, wow. Utterly wrecked. Utterly wrecked. The person like exploded. Go on. She's got... But didn't Hu Yang say stay together? She's like, okay. But she knows she can count on Sabine, too. We've established that.
Anakin spoke highly of you.
You know Anakin?
He never mentioned you.
Who are you?
Everyone in the Order knew Anakin Skywalker.
Okay.
Few would live to see what he became. Surely that must leave a mark. Is that why you walked away? Abandoned him?
Don't. You're not gonna get to her like that. Don't even start. Oh, the cloak is off. The cloak is off.
I'm not here to discuss my past.
The only reason I'm here is to secure the future.
Is that what you think you're doing? Yeah,
Something
basically.
far greater.
Let's go. Yep. Wow, this looks amazing. It's like so freaking good. Ah! Oh god, how much longer do we have for this thing to be ready to go?
Moments.
Ah! Come on, Ahsoka. This isn't gonna be done in moments, though. I mean, he actually might. He's actually putting up a fight. Come on, you can do it.
You have no power.
I love that! Oh, you thought she was gonna go for the force and she was going for the blast. Nice. Awesome. Good job. Oh,
It's unwise.
Oh. Crap. I'm just, oh, she's gonna see her come back oh, and she's gonna think that Sabine. Oh, okay. There will be no picking up of that ball today. Nope. Oh! Ah!
It didn't need to come to this.
He like genuinely doesn't.
No other way.
She's so happy. She's like, oh, but if you destroy it though, that means they don't have it either. No, oh crap, this is really bad. She is hanging on to the side of that cliff and she is going to force jump, flip her way back on and save Sabine, I'm calling it.
I know you feel that Ezra Bridger is the only family you have left.
He's like legit not coming at it aggressively, but more like manipulative.
You and I share a common goal. Make this journey.
What?
Come with me. Lily, I give you my word. No harm will come to you.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. She's... No.
So that you will be reunited with your friend.
Don't listen. This is just like when Palpatine was trying to tempt Ezra too. It's just like, it's just what they do. Don't do it. Don't.
It's the only way.
Sabine. Sabine.
Do it.
Don't do
For
it.
Ezra.
She's gonna have to choose between what's right and what she wants. What? Sabine! Sabine! Sabine. Man, I wish I hadn't come to this. She was never okay with getting rid of that because we need to find Ezra and get that.
Welcome, come in. Over.
Oh!
Yes, yes, affirmative.
Yay!
We are down on the
Where is
surface.
Ahsoka? And now it's, yeah. Now it's gone, which means they can never... Awesome. Because she might have actually done that thinking, I'll get it back and we can go chase them. Yeah. She might have legit actually done it thinking that like, okay, as soon as they're done, I'll just get it and run.
Carson, are you reading this?
That's a tremendous surge in power.
Yeah.
Hyperdrive.
It's the,
We're
yep,
gonna jump.
hyperspace ring. Can we go after them? Is that possible to go after them or no? Hey! Ah! Oh! Oh, that's go. Oh, wow, it's gonna rack some stuff.
I've got a bad feeling.
Because he's very sensitive with the Force, I'm sure. Huh? Where are you? Ahsoka? Oh! Oh my god, what? Wait! We're not where I think we are we? Oh! What? The world between worlds? Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh my god, no.
Master?
Anakin.
Didn't expect to see you so soon.
Oh, why are they playing the Vader music though? Guys, at this point in time, she could see Force Ghost Anakin. Actual Anakin and actually talk with him. Please tell me that's what's happening. Please tell me they are finally gonna get to actually talk. I would give anything to see them be able to talk one last time. Oh my god! Ah! Anakin! Guys, I'm freaking the heck out. Because, first off, we have never seen live action. Like, we've never seen this live action. We've never seen them live action. So that in and of itself is a huge freaking deal. But to think that she is actually going to get to talk to him again. Actual Anakin, not Vader. Actual Anakin, after he has come back from the dark side, and they are actually going to... Please tell me that's what's happening. Because that was the world between worlds, right? And, like, I feel like maybe that's a thing that could actually happen. Like, I know that's a thing that could actually happen. Did he save her? Did he save her? Did Anakin save her? I am going to drown in my own tears because I love them so much and I wanted so much more for them, and I knew from the start I was never going to get it. But the way my heart aches about the dynamic between the two of them, it's unreasonable. It's unreasonable the way that my heart aches about how everything happened with them. I have to film 2 more reactions after this, you guys. My makeup is done. There should have been a Surgeon's General warning on this episode for people who cry easily over Ahsoka and Anakin. He's actually, if that's actually what's going on, because I didn't like the little hint of the Vader music at the end. I'm like, please don't be a trick. Please don't be. But I mean, here's the thing. This is on the other side of the original trilogy. Like, this legitimately could be his, actual Force ghost coming to finally give her some closure. I don't even know what would that talk even sound like? What would that talk even sound like? And I find it awfully ironic too. And I'm not mad at Sabine. I know she had the best reasons in the world. We know for a fact. I was literally just editing episodes of Rebels where it's the one where Kanan gets kidnapped and they all disobey orders and go and get him. And it's like, we know that's not out of character to be like, you know what? We know we have a mission. We know there's a greater obligation. We know there's greater good. We know all of that. But we friggin' stick together and we do what we need to do for each other. But man, giving them that, I didn't see that coming. Honestly, I kind of thought there would be some way out of it at the last minute, and then there wasn't. And I think she was maybe kind of thinking she would get the upper hand at the last minute, and then she couldn't. But what I was saying is, it's interesting to me that we had this discussion about, are you going to do what's right? Are you going to are you going to choose your personal feelings first? And we know that is a big, 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 big theme in this franchise of when you let your emotions get the better of you, bad things happen. And that is absolutely true. And I cannot help but see the irony of Sabine making this decision of choosing someone she cares about over, the greater good, if you want to put it that way. I don't know. It's kind of almost has some connotations at this point, that phrase, the greater good, but we'll just, for ease of conversation, we'll just say that. But I do have to just point out the irony in that last time somebody chose their personal life over last time somebody made a decision based on that, it didn't end up so well. And here's the thing too, this is not where they're going with it. It's not where they're going with, she's not even that Force sensitive, but they definitely leave you with some fodder for your imagination in that she chose to go and help Ezra when Ahsoka was the one hey, look, I need you to be on board with the fact that we can't let our personal feelings get in the way here. Like, this is too dangerous. Like, this could literally be... And you know what? I can't sit here and be like, who did what right? Because honestly, like, I want Ezra back. I want our crew back, like, more than anyone. And, like, all those times during Clone Wars when, like, Anakin would make decisions based on, like, his feelings and everything, I'd be rooting him on, because I'd be like, I don't want to see anything bad happen to Ahsoka. Go save Ahsoka, to heck with what they say. And of course, that mentality was very, very dangerous, but in the moment, it sounds good, doesn't it? But here's the thing, though, and this really became evident to me during Rebels, because I'm just now reading Heir to the Empire. It was around when I was a kid. People I knew were reading it, but I don't, and even if I had, like, it would have been decades since I read it, so I wouldn't remember it anyway. But anyway, I don't think I really realized until Rebels how dangerous Thrawn is, and how if Thrawn had been in charge, that would have been a very, very, very different ending. Like, Palpatine was incredibly patient and strategic, but at the end of the day, he made some decisions that really were oddly short-sighted. You know, the whole way that the Empire was run, everything was kind of... There was a short-sightedness about it, you know? There was kind of a... I don't know how else to put it besides short-sighted. Because, I mean, his plan, his long-term plan, I mean, he played the long game. He played the definition of the long game, Palpatine. But then when you actually saw the way the Empire was run, they kind of got in their own way sometimes. Sometimes they created the loopholes by which the rebels could get through and do what they needed to do. Thrawn's not... Guys, Thrawn is in charge. That's not happening. He is perceptive on another level. He sees beyond his own goals, his own passions, his own desire for power in a way that Palpatine did not. He has a bigger picture mentality. And that could turn the tide, like, big time. So my point in all this is, I get where Ahsoka's coming from. She is not trying to be cold. I mean, this really is some serious stuff that we're dealing with. However, I can see how that puts Sabine in a position. Oh, by the way, they imagine they're like, oh yeah, your family died on Mandalore because of Ahsoka, because your master wasn't blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's because I was wondering about this. Because now, like, in The Mandalorian and everything, we know how things went down, like, once Bo-Katan was in charge and everything. So did her whole family die? Because last we left them in Rebels, they were rebuilding, they were fighting against the Empire, and Bo-Katan had come into power. And then in Mandalorian, we learn she gets kind of like swindled, makes a bad deal, loses the Darksaber, and everything gets pretty much messed up, like wiped out. So that kind of adds up. That her whole family is gone. Oh, Sabine. So that's even more, because, like, they're literally all each other has now. I don't blame Sabine. I don't blame her. But wow. This is a crap situation right now. Alright guys, I have ranted enough. I love this show so much. I can't believe we're past the halfway point. I don't want it to end. I will be counting down the hours, minutes, and seconds until it is time to see this confrontation with Anakin, this meeting with Anakin. Like, I can't even tell you. I'll start crying again. I'm not going to do it, because I can't start crying again. I have other stuff to film, and, like, my makeup is shot already. But guys, I'm so down. I'm so down. Like, I don't know why, but when I heard that there were rumors that he might show up, I kind of thought it'd be like a flashback or something. You know, kind of like what they did in Obi-Wan, only they did really have him show up as Vader in Obi-Wan too. Oh, sorry. Sorry for anyone who hasn't seen Obi-Wan. I'm sorry. I should have put a spoiler warning on that. But I think we're okay by now because it's been out for a while. Anyway, I did not expect that. I literally cannot wait for next week. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. I think you might be able to tell that I enjoyed the episode very much. If I'm not being too subtle. Oh, please be sure to join me and Ahsoka Bear next time. We are both going to be a mess. Because this is going to be pretty freaking epic, I can already tell you. So, yes, don't leave me. Don't leave us. Please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.